Hey, YouTube family. So, I'm sitting in the kitchen and I am just, piddling around or whatever. And okay, so I'm sitting in my kitchen. It's kind of late night and I'm just, sitting around. And I made a post on Facebook earlier and it didn't get like a whole crazy amount of comments or anything like that, but it did get a few comments that I thought was interesting, and so I wanted to come here and discuss it because that's what I like to do. So the post that I made on Facebook, let me find it real quick. I should have already did this, but whatever. And I'm gonna somewhere here, or I'll put a picture of it, but let's see, on this phone, let me find Facebook. Okay, so it was basically about men lying, and what the post said was, okay, a man will bash a female to make another girl feel secure. Whole time he in love with the one he bashing. Whew. So, a man will bash a female to make another girl feel secure. Whole time he in love with the one he bashing. So yeah. I have experienced this firsthand, and I'm sure many other women have too. The first thing when I shared this on my Facebook, some of the responses that I got were, well, women do it too. My first thought was, well, we're not talking about women right now, we're talking about men, so what is the point? That was my first thought. But I get it, people do it. And in my opinion, people are weird. Just period, and across the board, they're weird. Like, in a perfect world, there would be no reason for anybody to lie to anybody about anything. And right now I'm just talking about relationship wise. Like, if you are feeling A, but you've been dealing with B, and you still want to deal with B, you a whole grown adult. You shouldn't have any problems telling A and B how you feel. But me saying that, yeah, is sort of a hypocritical statement because I have perpetrated that lie before in my life. But in the same token, it's been perpetrated against me also. And that's what the post was about. It was about experiences that I've had, and I think are really a hot trip because, one, I dealt with it. Like, I knew, you can tell when somebody's lying to you. I think I know when somebody's lying to me about a particular situation, and then I decide whether I'm still going to deal with them or not. And this, not even just in relationships, but really whatever, any kind of relationship. I can kind of tell when somebody is lying to me, and then I make the decision if I'm still going to deal with him or not beyond that lie. I've been in a situation where, yes, I knew he was lying. I knew that he was still dealing with his other person, his other woman, whatever, and he's telling me this and da about her and da. That's not necessary. There's no need for you to tell me all that crap about her, because first of all, if you're still dealing with her, then who's the crappy what? But it's no need for all that. But instead of me saying, okay, there's no need for all that, I would still deal with the person, whatever, and because I am always so into everything, I get my little feelings hurt. But I can honestly say, since that post, that the comments went to, well, women do it too, I can be honest and say, yeah, I've done that too. I have been in a situation where I've got A and I've got B, and I've told B things about A that I really shouldn't be telling, first of all, because that's weird. That's weird. That's the word of the night, weird. That's weird because that's weird. I mean, I know why people do it or whatever. It's like venting or blah, blah, blah. But I have vented before to my B about my A. And, you know, put 20 on 10, basically. Because, you know, A was doing blah, blah, blah. But it obviously wasn't too bad because I'm still around. And now I'm talking to B about my A. And B's listening, and B's under, you know, taking it for what it is. But he's probably like, you know, why are you still there? But I don't know. It's just like I said, weird is the word of the night. Because, and maybe I just came into this, well, no, not maybe, I have just come into this now, or recently, not now, but recently in my life, that it's no need, like, keep it real. If you like A and you want to deal with A, whatever level of relationship it is y'all have, and B, you want to be with B, and whatever level of relationship it is that y'all have, I'm not saying you have to be a I don't know what word to use, but not no sister husband, sister wife type mess, but like, keep it real with these people and let them make the decision on what it is that they want to do. And if they're willing to deal with that still, then they're willing to deal with that. If they're not willing to deal with it, then they'll fall off. As just humans, I guess, I think that we do this because we're selfish. And that's a word too. Selfish. That's another being selfish, just another discussion. But I think we do this because we're selfish and we want what we want. We want, like, I guess, our cake and eat it too. But that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. It would be a perfect world if we all, now, if you're just in a relationship as you and your man, or you and your significant other, whatever y'all's, you know, get down is, if it's just y'all and there's nobody else that you are, you know, thinking about, nobody else he's thinking about, then more power to you. This is not for you. But if you are ever in a situation in your life where there is this and this, you need to keep it real with them. Okay, I mean, you just need to keep it real with them. And like I said, in a perfect world, everybody would be live happily ever after with their one significant other, if that's what you think is a perfect world. But the world just ain't built like that all the time. It's just not. I don't know if it has to do with the ratios of women to men or whatever, but it just ain't like that all the time. You know, it just ain't. And because I deal with men, that post came at me. It stood out to me. And because I've been in that situation, it stood out to me. You know, like, nigga, why you lying? I know the real. Why you lying? There's no need to lie. Because if you tell me the truth, I'm so thrilled that I'm still going to be there. But when you lie, and then you lie, and I know you lying, it makes me feel some kind of way. Now, granted, I was still there, you know, in this particular situation that I'm thinking about. I was still there, It hurt me. It made me feel a way and act a way, but I was still there for him. But he don't even know that things would have been so much better for our situation if it had just been real. Because, just keep it real. Nobody's gonna give you a whooping. You're not gonna, it's not a crime, so why are you lying to me? I'm not the judge or, and I know that sound like I'm on my high horse because I'm talking about this because, I've done it, but what prompted me to talk about this was the fact that post, that I shared said men. This is a behavior that men do. It didn't say that women don't do it. It was just about men. But the fact that it got tumbled around and we got off of men and really got into women, and I was like, well, okay, yeah, I'm a woman and I've done it. Like, to be honest, I don't know. I think no. To be honest, I think all this kind of madness started from a man. Because, like, I'm a young girl, first boyfriend, I have no deceit in my thoughts of doing anything or, lying to him in any kind of way or doing anything against our relationship. And he lies to me to be with some other female. Right then, that's like, okay, this is the game we're playing? This is the game we're playing? I didn't learn to play that game then. It took me a while to learn to play that game. I can say that when I have played the game, I wasn't the winner. I thought I was, but I wasn't the winner, and things didn't just work out for me. But people do this, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's why the post got veered over like that. A man will bash a female to make another girl feel secure. Whole time he in love with the one he bashing. And it's not just my situations. I talk to cousins and friends and, stuff, other females, and yeah, it's like, how do you even know that woman business? Because he told you that woman business? Like, what? That's crazy. But for me, and this is just for me, I can honestly say a man gave me that hand to lie the way I did, or the way I have in my, you know what I'm saying? More than one man. Like, I'm a whole grown up, and whatever I do is whatever I do. But yeah, I learned it. I learned how to do that. I wasn't just born that way. A man showed me that. Definitely, a man showed me that. And that's why that post stood out to me, because, that's what men do. Not all men. Let me stop there. Not all men. But that's what I've known some men to do. When we do it, it's blah, blah, blah. Like, double standard. Like a lot of stuff with a man and a woman. But, yeah. I know I sound all over the place. I'm all over the place with this, but, it's, something I'll probably talk about, or type of situation that I would probably talk about again, because, at my age, I've been in a few relationships. I've dealt with a few people, and I have some stories that I could tell about some stuff. But comment below and tell me what you think. How do you feel? Like, my question is, as if you're a woman, listen to this, and if you've ever played both sides like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got A, B, and you telling them both some, bullshit, basically. Um, Not that you don't care about both of them, but whatever. That's something else. Do you think, like, has life made you do that or be that way? Because I genuinely, maybe just for me and the women that I know and the women that I love, but I genuinely think that some of the ways that we have acted towards men or with men or whatever has been brought about by some other man doing something that he didn't have no business, if that makes any sense. And so then we learn to adapt and, you know, kind of start acting like a man. I don't know. But yeah, so if you like this discussion, although it was all over the place, hit a like, subscribe to my channel, and please, please comment your feelings below about this. Like, you know, people do it, but do you think a woman doing that is brought about by, at some point over her life, being done that way by a man? Thank you for listening to me. I know, like I said, I was all over the place, but this is therapeutic for me. It really is. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.